Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nine Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I got a video where my people were talking about the present administration and how this administration has been poking people that look like me, and how people that actually voted for this administration are really evil. And that it's on period. If you voted for this administration and you are seeing things go wrong and you are still standing on business, you are not a good person. You are a very bad person. I know what I am saying. And now, with everything going on, at some point, they do not want refugee. At some point, they want refugee. People are coming in. Now, this is to tell you how your country, that country is built on racism. Yes, you heard me right. Because at some point, anything that got to do with people that look like me is not something they talk about. They don't, rather, they will look for a way to aggravate your anger, right? But you can imagine Afrikaners that had they never labored for this country. Nothing are about to become citizen. I am not saying my people are citizen, but what are the things that they are supposed to do for my own people for building this country? What are they doing? This is actually a very teachable moment for other people, most especially those that thought that they would be picked. But at this point in time, no one is speaking them. But you know what? Let's get into this.
Fascism in the White House. Yes, I am talking about Trump the chump. Now, you may be thinking, well, Melody, how can you tell? How do you know? Well, first, let's clearly define what fascism is, and then I'll give you historical examples, and then I'll give you present day examples, and then you be the judge. Is fascism running the White House and therefore running the country? Fascism is a far right, authoritarian political ideology that emphasizes nationalism and sometimes, and most often, racist and xenophobic ideas. Dictatorships are an example. Suppression of opposition, censorship, violence, and fear are other examples. Control over the media, education, and the economy. The glorification of military and state power. It often uses propaganda, scapegoating, and fear of outsiders to gain and maintain control. Classic example is Mussolini's Italy or Hitler's Nazi Germany. American history examples of fascism, of moments of fascism. Number one, the Ku Klux Klan in the 1920s promoted white supremacy, violent nationalism, and anti-immigration ideas. They used fear, violence, and intimidation. They had millions of members and political influence during the 1920s. They were literally in the White House, in Congress, and in the military. America First movement in the 1930s and 40s was led by figures like Charles Lindbergh, and he was a big old racist who opposed U.S. involvement in World War II and expressed admiration for Nazi Germany and spread anti-Semitic rhetoric. Then you have Japanese American internment from 1942 to 1945, where over 120,000 Japanese Americans were forcibly relocated to camps during World War II. This involved racial profiling, loss of civil liberties, and militarized state control, all under the guise of national security. Then you had McCarthyism in the 1950s. Senator Joseph McCarthy led a campaign against alleged communists. This involved blacklists, government overreach, and mass paranoia with little to no evidence, suppressing innocent people in a fascist-type manner. They ruined a lot of lives. They jailed and assassinated most of our black leaders by calling them communists. So now let's dive into some present-day examples. Are the Trump administration and MAGA showing signs of fascism? To answer this, we can compare fascist traits with behaviors and rhetoric from the Trump administration and the MAGA movement. Strong nationalism. Yes, fascism promotes extreme national pride and identity, often in opposition to outsiders. Authoritarian leadership is another fascist trait. Yes, fascism centralizes power in a single leader who presents themselves as the only solution. Now, Trump the chump has described himself as the only one who who can fix America, challenge traditional checks and balances, and frequently undermines institutions like the judiciary and intelligence agencies and the media. His efforts to overturn 2020 election through false claims also fits this pattern. Then you have the attacks on free press, another fascist trait. Yes, fascist regimes often label the press as the enemy and spread disinformation. Trump consistently calls the media fake news and the enemy of the people, encouraging distrust of journalists and factual reporting, and MAGA says the same thing and believes the same thing. Then you have scapegoating and demonizing groups, another fascist trait. Fascists often blame societal problems on specific groups like immigrants and minorities, even though they are the actual problem. Harsh rhetoric towards immigrants, Muslims, Black Lives Matter, and Democrats often paint them as threats to the nation. Trump's Muslim ban, for example, was seen by many as religious and racial scapegoating. Political violence and intimidation is another fascist trait. Fascism uses or encourages political violence and tolerates militia-like groups. The January 6th Capitol riot was a major red flag and a violent attempt to overturn democratic processes, fueled by false claims and encouraged by Trump's rhetoric. MAGA has also shown support for groups like the Proud Boys and other far-right militias. Trumpism, without a doubt, contains fascist elements. Historian Timothy Snyder, author of On Tyranny, and others have warned about these trends. Others argue that calling it fascism might be too strong or could shut down productive debate. But there is no debate. There is fascism running amok in the White House. You want to believe it or you want to put your head in the sand, that is up to you. But a whole lot of people are going to lose their lives if we don't push back on what's happening in the United States of this stolen America. Now, it's worth noting that the U.S. still has checks and balances that resist a full authoritarian rule for now. But all empires fall, especially the ones built on hate. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down here today. Before I go, I just want to let you know that we are having our first Black Unity Rally here in Chicago, June 7th at Dan Ryan Woods, 2 p.m. This is the first step in us taking the actions necessary to rebuild our communities and protect our communities on a global scale. Global Black unity is the topic of discussion, and there are numerous opportunities for you to get involved and be of action for your people. So make sure you click the link in my bio to our website to get all the details on our first of many Black Unity rallies. The first one's happening in Chicago, and the next one is going to be in a city near you. Also, you asked for it, and so you shall receive. Our BRC logo t-shirts are now for sale on our website. 100% of the profits will go towards our work in the Black community. So buy a t-shirt and support the cause. It's as simple as that. And you can check that out also on our website, blackrevolutionarycollective.com. As always, I love you, Black man. I love you, Black woman. Knowledge is power. Power to the people.
Voting for Trump was an act of violence, and I'm tired of acting like it wasn't. He is not a first-time candidate. Everyone is well aware of the hate that he has for people that are not white, straight, Christian, male. He has had more than enough time to show you how horrible of a person he is. Saying that you were just voting for certain policies doesn't fly anymore. We knew about Project 2025 before it took effect. We knew that he wanted to dehumanize entire populations before he started doing that. Multiple people warned Americans the trouble that they were in by voting him into office. We told you guys that his policies would ultimately affect even his supporters as well. There is no excuse for voting for him. Some of you may have seen the video that I posted about a family conflict that I was having, and I will take responsibility for posting that video. I should not have aired my family's dirty laundry. I do believe, in the same breath, that if you voted for Trump, you should stand on it. You don't get to be upset when people call you out for your behavior that affects them personally. Like I said, voting for Trump was an act of violence. It was not just a vote. This is unlike any other election that we've had in American history. There's a reason that some people keep their vote private. It's because deep down, maybe not even deep down, but somewhere they know that it's wrong. And they want to be able to show their hatred for other groups in private and not have any consequences for it. So while I recognize that posting about that conflict with my family was not in my best interest or a good decision, and I recognize that social media can do damage in your real life if you don't use it the right way, Trump supporters should not be able to live peacefully after they committed such an act of violence against others. So many of us are being affected on a daily basis as a result of their choice to vote for him.
Do not let Trump, white folk. In law enforcement, it don't matter what job you hold. I don't care where you live in this United States. Do not let Trump get you sent to the morgue. Do you understand? We are not threatening anyone. I am telling you, this is not something you want. The suspension of habeas corpus, first of all, the erasing of the bad cops database federally, where it cleared all cops of all wrongdoing. They cleared their record out so they can work and do whatever they want to do. The DEI initiative, erasing all of that. The mass deportation. Listen to me. I need you not to let this fool gas you up to the point to where you're going to act how you feel. You're going to act out how you feel. White folks, don't be baited. Don't be fucking stupid, okay? There are going to be a lot of you that get on this video and going to take what I said out of context, which is fine. This is what you do. I won't be baited by any of you. If you continue to fuck with us, if you continue to fuck with us, i.e. the unprovoked attacks, the unprovoked aggression, the unprovoked murders, the unprovoked every fucking thing, you will be without sanctuary. Black folks, go buy the book. It's expensive. Buy that fucking book. If you want to learn more about lynchings in America, there's a whole book put together for that. I ain't jumping subjects, but I had to put a press release out for this goddamn book. Go buy it. Terrible book, but it's enlightening. To you dumb fools, you dumb white boys that was sent down to DeKalb County wearing KKK hoods. Now I'm gonna switch subjects. DeKalb County, Georgia, and you got murdered for it. Why did these fools allow others to gas them up, to send them to a all damn near majority black county in KKK uniform? Now you got murdered. And the ones that sent you knew that was going to happen, knew it, but they were dumb enough to fall for the bait. Family, I'm going to tell you this again. Stay dangerous. Stay strapped up. Stay strapped. When I tell you, I don't care if you're a felon. Your life means more than your status legally. Your life means more. And just because you are a felon does not mean that they have the right to take your life. Your life means something to someone. If not you, someone else that loves you. We'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You understand? And I said this once before in the video, months ago. I'm not going to anyone's jail for nothing. No one's locking me up. No one's going to jump out on me in unmarked vehicles, plain clothes, and tell me to come and make me come with them. It ain't gonna fucking happen. It ain't gonna fucking happen. So I'm gonna say again to you, leave us the fuck alone. Leave us the fuck alone. When you open Pandora's box, and what comes out will be a black fucking swarm. When we get this thing collectively, you will be without sanctuary. We are not outnumbered. We never have been. That's why you created laws to kill us. That's why you created the nigger hunting license. I remember it. Where you can hunt niggers from January 1st to December 31st with or without dogs, day or night. But you were only allowed a tag for 30 niggas at a time every year. They had a hunting season on our people because we outbred them. We always outnumbered them, my people. We're not the 13% that they keep pushing since I was a fucking baby. We are way more than that now. White folks die faster than they reproduce. It's known. We have always outnumbered them. I believe they're the 13% here in this nation, period. They're just more solidified than we are. So whatever your religion is, Christian, Muslim, it don't matter. Put it to the side. Because nobody's going to stop a bullet from coming at you. Allah's not going to stop it. Jesus ain't going to stop it. Buddha ain't going to stop it. I've never seen a deity stop bullets from raining down on our people. Never. Put your trust in God, whatever you want to put your trust in, but put your trust in yourself and your ability to use your weapons of mass destruction, because really that's really what you need nowadays. Everybody's strapped up nowadays. Everybody's strapped up nowadays, y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus. If y'all don't understand and see the setup out here, how it's being set up. Now Trump is bringing over 8,000 South African white refugees and probably gonna put them in that little city down there in Dallas that they built. Elon Musk and his folk built. Then Donald Trump is receiving $400 million from the country of Qatar. Meanwhile, these same motherfuckers blocked a $1 billion gift from Muammar Gaddafi to help the black race. Did you know that shit? He was going to send $1 billion over here to help our people out in this country. The U.S. government blocked it because they said it would be funding terrorism. In essence, is what they said. They don't want their own demise funded, which is understandable. And they know money is power, which we have a lot of, family. We just need to get together and sew it together collectively. See the writing on the walls. Wake the fuck up. Do you understand? Wake the fuck up and see the world for what the fuck it's become. Stay fucking dangerous. I don't want to see another fucking headline and there not be anyone else die with you. Another black man, another black woman, another black child has been murdered and the motherfucker got away with it. I don't even care if he's black. If he's black, he needs to be done. And he's causing harm to our people, he need to go. Just like the hateful white ones. Period. So you can't sit here and tell me I'm racist because I'm laying this plain and flat out, even towards the ones of our people, our color. And we're no longer people of color. We're black folk, y'all. Melanated, whatever you want to call us, indigenous, it don't fucking matter. So don't get on this post talking about don't call yourself black. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. They've broken every fucking treaty. They've broken every fucking treaty. Have you not noticed that shit yet? With the indigenous, with the melanated, with the Moors, they've broken every fucking treaty. Even the ones they made with themselves. So it don't matter what you call yourself. Do you understand? As long as you look like this, you're a target. Keep your head on the swivel, black folk, black women as well. Keep your head on the swivel. Love you guys. And stand together, goddammit. Stand together. I smell a Juneteenth celebration coming on. You understand? In the great city of Atlanta. You want to come? Join us. Let's get it. Everybody from around this fucking nation, come sit with us.
This is all I got from this video, and see how I am just smiling when he said Juneteenth. And it's May. Before you know what's going on, it's Juneteenth, you know? Yeah, let me get into this video. I mean, with everything going on, it's obvious that it's a fascist that is the leader. It's not something new. It's not something somebody needs to, like, you know. I mean, it's glaring to the mind, and even the deaf who hear how everyone is complaining. And I am going to say this because till this very moment, there are some people that are still standing on their solid ground. When I see anybody still supporting this administration, all I can say is that you are an enemy of progress, because you cannot be a good person, sincerely speaking. You cannot be a good person and still support this administration. You are an enemy. You heard me right. You are an enemy of progress, actually. Because tell me how you say you care about the human race. Even people that are citizens are also being deported. But I am just going to leave that at that, because those people also supported them, like supported what is going on. My people are also being put at any given time. Get rid of DEI. Now, Libra there is nothing they don't call Black people. They couldn't say the N word, woke. From woke, they went to DEI. From DEI, Libra. From Libra, now it's Black fatigue. How? But one thing I am going to say is that I love my people. I am standing with my people. Come rain, come sunshine. Together we shall ride, right? And I am also going to say that stay out of trouble. Anywhere that you see, trust your instinct. Anywhere you feel like there is no need for you to be there, do not bother going. Make sure you are at the right place at the right time. Make sure you tell your kids what is going on. Make sure you update them on the latest happenings to keep them at alert. I am going to draw the curtain here. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.